The following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah! Go Cowboys! This is the Players Lounge, broadcasting live from Dallas Cowboys World Headquarters at the Star. Now, your hosts, Barry Church, Hek'ma Harrison, and Newy Scruggs.
Yo, we are here. We are back. It is the Players Lounge in full effect. The three Amigo Negroes are here. It is Hek'ma Harrison. Barry Church has returned from the golf course. I'm Newy Scruggs. Boy,
for good cause.
That was a convenient. That was a convenient celebrity golf.
Hey, that's all. That thing popped up at the right time, right?
I
Thank you last week.
You just gonna leave me to sit up here and bleed while Hek'ma was on him. Hek'ma threw his own second line yesterday, man. And he was out there snatching souls, man. But where were you at?
Yeah, that's true.
Boy, I tell you, boy, you like DeMarco Murray running out the back locker room, don't want to talk to nobody.
Go to the steam room,
leave
man.
everybody else
to
to talk about you, okay? Yeah, but
ducking and dodging my mind.
But I was there. Chris Bean was here, man. We let Hek'ma do his thing.
I like that hoodie.
Let Hek'ma do his thing.
You like that? I like that.
I've been searching for it for 9.5 months. I couldn't find it forever and a day. You ever lose something you really like?
Yeah.
I thought I left it at a hotel. Knocked over a basket in my room, and there it was.
There it was.
I snatched this bad boy back up. They don't sell it anymore either. But look, we got to start. Well, first off, let me let you go ahead and congratulate Hek'ma.
Congratulations, big dog. You called it.
Oh, my God.
You called it. You know, sheet of integrity and all. You called it. So, got to give props where props is due.
My man.
You went out there and you 10 toes down, stood on business, as they say.
I did that.
And you called them going up to Pittsburgh and getting the dub.
I appreciate that, dog.
Give you props, man.
You know, 24-hour rule.
That is true. It is.
24-hour rule. I humble myself.
Okay.
Yesterday, I acted I'm a little ashamed of myself. I could tuck them.
No, he's really not. Stop
Yeah.
the bull job.
Quit the bull job. Quit the bull job.
Okay. You know, so he out there snatching folks' jerseys.
Yeah, terrible towels. Yeah.
Shirts. And
Had to have that.
Oh, this was the family gathering,
Of course.
right? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, so I
of
know
course.
you
I'm on one. I've been on one.
And Church, how were your Pittsburgh friends? After
Oh,
the
you know,
Cowboys won
I didn't
2017?
respond to a lot of the group chat, because I was talking big noise in the group chat, and I didn't respond to a lot of it, so.
That ain't like you.
But it was the Dallas group chat. It wasn't. Wasn't the Pittsburgh group chat. It was the Dallas group chat. So.
Okay.
That's what that's what that was.
All right. So here we
Ducking
are
the smoke.
on Tuesday. Cowboys getting ready to face a Detroit Lions team that was on a bye
Talk about it.
on Sunday. But before we go there, big news in the National Football League. Robert Saleh fired as the Jets head coach his fourth year, 20-36.
Yeah.
They got beat overseas in London, where the owner used to be the ambassador under the Trump administration. Aaron Rodgers threw 3 picks. And well, look, you know what they say? No more. Don't embarrass the owner.
That's true,
Okay,
man.
you over there. You wanted your team over there. You spot. You know people up there. Yeah, not good. So they fired Robert Saleh. Then, according to ProFootballTalk.com, they escorted him out the building.
Damn.
Yeah, man.
No.
No, don't get to say goodbye to the team. I guess Aaron Rodgers didn't want to hear it. So he had.
With his box.
dirty.
Did they give him the box?
I don't even know.
That's
They ain't no pictures.
dirty, man.
I
At least
don't
when
know.
Wade got up out of there, he was able to come to the team meeting room in the morning and say,
Hey,
"Hey,
guys."
fellas,
Hey, fellas.
hey
guys.
but dang, they just get up out of here.
I'm here.
Man,
Surprise! I'm here.
that's dirty world, man.
Yeah. So Robert Saleh gone. The offense is the problem with
That's
the
the
New York
thing.
Jets.
Like he was supposed to be brought in there to be the defensive guy, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
His defense for his time being there was always a top 10 defense. They were always good on that side of the football.
They're currently ranked number 2 in the league.
Currently ranked number 2, as CB just said, and they got a matter of fact, if they win next week, they're first in the division. So I mean, and that's the guy you want to scapegoat, not the offense. That's been up and down, mostly down this whole year.
Nathaniel Hackett,
he's still there.
Handpicked by the quarterback, Aaron Rodgers.
Wow. You know what? Look, come on, y'all. Now, to stop this, the Players Lounge, we're going to keep it real, all right? Robert Saleh sniped himself, all right? He sniped himself. It's sometimes, man, you start acting brand new, you bringing in Aaron Rodgers, and it's like, what you mean he bringing in Aaron Rodgers? No. They brought in whoever, the powers that be, brought in Aaron Rodgers, the owner. He co-signed, he walked it off. He look, bring in your guy, all right? And I used to love it when you and Danny would talk coaches and guys that y'all had been under. You know, him and the Dick Millis and you with Marinelli, you know, and your relationship between coach and player, which made you and molded you into the professional that you are. I'm not saying that he wasn't good at what he did defensively. You know, there's a lot of guys that vouch for Robert Saleh and talk about how great of a coach that he is. But, dude, the head coach coaches the coaches, all right? So it's your responsibility. It's willingly being ignorant and just being ignorant. All right, it's somewhere in there. Hold on, player. Somewhere in there. Somewhere in there. He lost control of the situation with Aaron Rodgers. He lost control of the situation with the offense. Like he's been a defensive coordinator, head coach for long enough. He had to get that thing corralled in, or he already knew that his head was on. Come on, his head was already in the vice. He was about as secure as a Laker head coach with LeBron hanging around. Okay. Then if that's the case, then in that case, Newy, they should have did this back last year. They should have. They should have did this last year. Aaron, who was approved, but this is like Darvin Ham holding up that in tournament trophy at the end of the year. LeBron got him going, and all of a sudden, assistant LeBron didn't get Kyrie. Go tweet it out there. Must be me. Then all of a sudden, assistant G and LeBron got his son on the team. Son got a contract. Aaron Rodgers is doing the same thing. Here's my OC. Here's Alan Lazard, one of my buddies. We hear the back chat about Devontae Adams. Aaron Rodgers is out here doing things, man. And then the head coach tried to sit up here and say, well, hey, man, I don't know about this Caden stuff. Next thing you know, that's got smacked up in his face. You lose over there where your owner used to be the ambassador. Man, all of this stuff, they fired him. Tony Dungy came out. He said, hey, man, look, I'm glad they didn't do me like this because we had a team that was 2-3. We ended up in the NFC Championship game. Tony Dungy like, well, I don't know what they're doing out there. How does this refer to the Cowboys? I come back into this, what we talked about before, with a guy like Mike McCarthy. You know, you're out here, you're winning, you're doing things. At some point in time, you can either hand out justice, mercy, or grace. And my gosh, what happened to Robert Saleh was not justice at all. If we firing somebody and the OC still got a job today, okay, now, if you want to go, let's go all the way. Let's get all the problems. Those are the head coach. He don't call no plays. Aaron Rodgers isn't approving anything from what Robert Saleh said. I mean, the owner is running this heck. But he is. And the GM ain't got no juice. Right, but he is the head coach. Whether you call it by title, whatever you want it to be, it's his responsibility to get those things under control. And if there's going to be a head that's going to roll, it's not going to be the OC. It's going to be him. And it's going to be him and his tenure as a coach at the Jets that they're looking at. So, I mean, look, here's the deal. I'm going to say this about Aaron Rodgers. To me, Aaron Rodgers is the dude that has always gotten away with murder. And people say, it's okay. It's just Aaron Rodgers. I mean, look, in OTAs, you got a guy that's not coming to OTAs because he's at a camp retreat and taking on 48-hour darkness retreats. You know what I'm saying? Dude, you're a millionaire too. Barrett Church want to be playing golf. You better believe it. You know, so what's the difference between me and him? You know? That causes the come on in now. The locker room. That's what I'm saying. So it's little things like that no matter what they're doing, whatever they're thinking as an organization, it's going to be fractured anyway if they're allowing Aaron Rodgers to get away with this. And by the way, Aaron Rodgers is having a terrible season. The owner has allowed it to happen. The general manager, he's only got so much juice, and the head coach has none. And his pushback against the quarterback, to me, is really what helped lead this. I mean, I watched that Vikings game, and after Aaron Jones went out, the Vikings offense under Sam Darnold did nothing, and the Jet defense kept him in the game. The offense didn't do enough, and Aaron Rodgers threw 3 picks in the game. 3 bad picks. Okay, had a pick 6 in the game. Like, dude, you're the problem. I mean, Dan Orlovsky won't say that, but we'll say that right here on the Players Lounge. He was tripping. You know, but you know, at the end of the day, you just fired a guy, and it ain't all his fault. And people in that room know. They know. It's just they can't do anything. It's like the Lakers. LeBron running thing. JJ Redick. Anybody think JJ Redick really coached?
Hell no.
But think JJ Redick got some juice?
None.
That's a wrap for that.
It's done.
No, it's what it is. And so Robert Saleh's the first guy gone. The Jets are 2-3 with some winnable games coming up.
Yep.
It's dysfunction, and you got to start to ask yourself, for all the Cowboy fans who get mad at Jerry, and we know they get mad at Jerry, Woody Johnson may be in the running for the worst owner in the game.
Yeah.
And I know my man in Carolina is right there. But he's still short. He's still short in his team.
He right there,
Tepe is right there.
What are you talking about?
But what he got? Decade plus. I mean, Woody been doing this for years. Years.
Yeah.
Woody hired Adam Gase, bro.
Master of dysfunction.
How could you hire Adam? When you already saw what he did, but you hired Adam Gase.
Brother.
Yeah. He did that.
They've got, Woody. Tepper's still new to the game. He's bad at it.
Yeah.
Real bad. But Woody's been here for a minute.
Yeah.
Bad for a long
It's a lot. You know what? It's a lot.
time.
You say that there are a lot of owners right now that are under questioning for some of the decisions that they're making. Haslam in Cleveland. It's
he in the top. Man, we got top 3 lists right there.
We put out about him.
Don't forget about dog.
If we're doing a medal stand, all 3 are made. All 3 between Woody, Tepper, and Haslam. That's the medal stand right there. You decide who you want to have the gold, who getting the bronze.
No doubt.
I think I may put Jimmy Haslam up there to gold. Jimmy got the gold.
Yeah,
you got winless seasons.
Yeah.
You got winless seasons. You got a bunch of 1-year head coaches and 1-year GMs, and now you got the Deshaun Watson deal, and all ownership got on you. They're like, this better never happen again. Ever. They put that man in the meeting, went off of him and his wife. This better not ever happen. Ever happen again. We don't do guaranteed deals here. So Jimmy has them right there 1. I'll put Woody Johnson to the silver, and Tepper got the bronze.
Yeah.
If you could play in that locker room, like how you respond? I'm glad I never had to deal with this, because if I argue with Aaron, I might be next. Like, like Garrett Wilson, they get a little tips on the sidelines. You talking about bringing Devontae in now, man? I'm just like, man, you got to walk on eggshells around this guy now, which is crazy.
And that's what I'm asking, literally, as a question to you, as a player. How do you function in a situation like that, especially like if B Church just got his money? Good money, right? Yeah. And you see this guy coming in, and you can look at the film, the all 22, just like everybody else, and say, "Look, your defense, we kept you in this, and look at these turnovers. This is unacceptable." They would fry some of these other quarterbacks for doing that stuff. They would fry these guys. Yeah. It would be never endless if it was a Lamar Jackson. It would never end if it was Dak.
I got an example for you. We just saw this. Russell Wilson, who was with Nathaniel Hackett in Denver. Okay?
This guy.
Hackett was up there. They bring in Russ. They let Russ do his thing, catering to Russ, and that thing catered, fell apart. Russ got tore up.
Yeah, he got destroyed.
Tore up. Let's ride, died. Okay? He got tore up. The Jets essentially did the same thing in terms of, hey, here's the quarterback. Quarterback coming in here, and they're trying to tailor everything to the quarterback, and it's the same dude, Nathaniel Hackett. Outside of beating the Denver Broncos, what's he really done around there?
Yeah.
And so now the head coach is fired. The offensive coordinator said Jeff Ulbrich is going to be the interim head coach.
The defensive coordinator.
Yeah. Can't make it up, hey. Can't make it up. The defensive coordinator. Can't make it up, man.
So
this is what we're going to do.
And I circle this back here on the Players Lounge, brought to you by Aristocrat Gaming. Mike McCarthy is a good coach.
Nah, he is.
Mike McCarthy, dealing with all the different injuries he's had to, and it's going to probably continue into this week, according to Jerry Jones' radio show. We'll dive more into that. But to me, when I see what's happening with the Jets, I have an appreciation for Mike McCarthy. And for fans who get mad at Jerry Jones, please look at Woody Johnson. Never been to a Super Bowl, can't figure out simple things in a division that is the most winnable of winnable divisions ever. Coach Souls lost down there in Miami.
Yes, he is.
We just watched Sean McDermott show you he don't know how game management in the Buffalo and your quarterback. I don't care if the doctors cleared him. All you had to do is look at Josh. That dude ain't right. He was
out of there.
That dude's not right. You had that.
Mayo, he's rookie coach.
Right.
So
you got New England. Brady's not there. This was a winnable division for the New York Jets, and it did not happen. So, bam, there you go. All right, Hek'ma Harrison. Barry Church from Newy Scruggs, Players Lounge, coming right back after this on DallasCowboys.com.
Hey there, Cowboys Nation. Kyle Yeomans here, sharing that same team that brought you Buffalo, bringing NFL casino games that show America's team on and off the reels. Aristocrat is changing the game with a new experience. Football fans, this means you can pick your team and play your team. Check out the Cowboys-themed casino games developed by Aristocrat, a proud sponsor of the Dallas Cowboys. Gambling problem? Please contact the U.S. National Problem Gambling Helpline at 1-800-GAMBLER. That's 1-800-GAMBLER for 21 and over.
Hey Cowboy fans, I'm Dak Prescott, quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. But lately, I've been learning a new game, crypto. Sound confusing? Don't worry, even us pros were rookies in crypto once. That's why I trust blockchain.com. They make crypto easy. No confusing jargon, just the tools to help you win.
Prescott keeps it, slides with a first down.
Invest like your icons, where everyone is a rookie in crypto with blockchain.com.
Perfect throw, my goodness. Wow, did he ever thread the needle.
Visit blockchain.com/cowboys to get started.
It's the official men's skincare brand of the Dallas Cowboys, Jack Black. And right now, Cowboys fans can get 15% off their $75 order. Plus, because every deal needs a playmaker, your order will include a free 5-piece skincare set and free shipping. The Jack Black Playmaker is 4 of Jack's favorites and a full-sized intense therapy lip balm. Make a play for the Playmaker at getjackblack.com/Cowboys with the code CowboysVIP. That's getjackblack.com/Cowboys with the code CowboysVIP.
Are you the 2024 Dallas Cowboys Fan of the Year? The Dallas Cowboys and Captain Morgan are celebrating extraordinary, inspiring, and original fans. Nominate yourself or the biggest Cowboys fan you know for a chance to be named the 2024 Fan of the Year and win prizes, including a trip to Super Bowl 59. Visit DallasCowboys.com/Fan of the Year. Go Cowboys! Back to the Players Lounge.
This segment is brought to you by Yeti, the official cooler and drinkware of the Dallas Cowboys.
All righty. Thank you, Hek'ma Harrison.
Man, no problem.
I saw you what you got over there. I saw Church hooked you up.
What's that?
You just gotta ask, brother.
What you mean?
Just let me know. You know, Heck was like, man, I was like, I got an extra one. That was weeks ago, too. I was like, I got an extra one.
God, you got to come on.
Asking you shall receive.
If you see something fly, you might charge. You got one. I just might have.
I got two.
I just might have one.
I don't just have one. I got two.
I just might have. I got a couple swag bags in my time, so I got some random stuff all over the place.
Y'all got. What you mean, y'all?
I said, I did.
You.
Yeah,
No, y'all.
My bad.
Watch out, man.
We. We ain't speaking French.
See, that team.
Newy, man.
That team.
Good trip.
Good trip. No, my problem is I've been watching Wire episodes.
Is that what it is?
Watching Wire. Yeah, go on and watch. Yeah,
that's what brought you back, huh?
So if you go on, by the way, the Wire, best cop show that's ever been made on TV. Ever. Tell me a better cop show than the Wire.
Let me think about it a little. Wire definitely top.
Send it to me on Twitter at Newy Scruggs, okay, or X, whatever you want to call it. Tell me a better cop show than The Wire. But now, when you go on YouTube, you can just get the whole set of a certain character. See nothing but the scene. So classics. I'm currently watching Weebay.
What?
Before that, I was watching Prop Joe. And then before that, Brother Moves On.
They had some characters.
And then before that, I was watching Omar. And it's just all these different great clips.
What was that one clip with Weebay where he didn't shoot it was an undercover cop. He didn't know it was an undercover cop, and he did that meme. The meme.
That was it was Keisha the cop. Yeah.
That's the best.
That was one of the top memes out, man.
So that one, which led into him and Omar getting into it, and Weebay went after Omar, and then Omar shot back, and then Weebay got hit in the leg, and that's when he said, "Yo, Bay, let this be a lesson. Coming to King.
Better
not
miss. Classic show. Classic.
Yes, that's what I
agree.
I actually doing a rain delay. Sunday Night Football. That's what I was watching. Well, what are you doing?
Fest.
I'm watching The Wire. Old episodes of The Wire. All right, back here to the Dallas Cowboys conversation right here on the Players Lounge, brought to you by Aristocrat Gaming. Guys, here comes the Detroit Lions.
Yeah, here they come.
Ivory LT's coming into town.
He come.
I was laughed at during the summertime when I called Aiden Hutchinson of the Detroit Lions. Ivory LT leads the league in sacks.
He's balling.
Balling out.
Crazy.
No. People laughed about Hunter Lemke.
I definitely laughed at you about that one.
doing things.
Yep.
And this dude really out here, though. That's what's blowing my mind. I'm like, El Boogie really out here making plays.
Contributing.
Who'd have thought El Boogie would be giving you more at the running back position than Deuce Vaughn when they both got to the Cowboys?
Yeah, that's true.
Especially Deuce Vaughn was a heck of a good player at Kansas State. From EMA, your school, man.
It's just, I mean, I comparably so. I think what this team needed was what Hunter Lipke is. They needed that utility back. They needed that fullback to also be a tight end. Just think about some of the things that all of those guys embody. Hunter Lipke is a good blocker. He's also a guy that you can scheme up in so many ways, one-on-one, to get out in the flat.
That's crazy.
and extend drives. And I literally love the way that they use him, man. Yeah. It's one of those things.
Can't even hate on it.
No, you can't. The reason why you can't hate on it is because he's been successful in it. So I mean, it'd be a different thing if they was scheming him up and it wasn't working. Yeah. But they're scheming him up and it's working.
Yeah, he's taking advantage of those ops. That's what he's doing.
Yeah.
Anytime he gets the rock, he's falling forward, 3rd and 1, give you 2, blocking the guy. Seen him beat what's the safety from Baltimore, big time dude, 14, Hamilton beat him on the corner route. I'm like, okay, you know what? I take what I said back.
Almost had a touchdown.
Almost. Has he punched one in yet this year?
No.
No, he ain't got it.
No, we know.
No, you already. When we come in with the
what are you talking about? No, he already got the shirt ready.
I won't have to tell you anything.
What are you talking about?
Social media.
Oh, they going to bad.
Every
time something happens.
So that's what you do. You lay the seeds for your minions, and then next thing you know, they do all your dirty work for you.
I'm looking like, man, who is it?
Who is this?
El Boogie train. Here we go.
You know what we did with El Boogie? Did you watch Mr. McMahon yet? Like we told you.
No.
Okay. He's slipping.
I created a character.
Yeah.
El Boogie's a character. All we need now is some intro music.
You gotta be on the pregame calling him El Boogie. They like, who? I'm like, El Boogie, man.
I asked Dak about that after the Giant game. I said, you got a name for him? No, I just call him Mike also. I said, well, on the podcast, we call him El Boogie. I said that. So,
Did you say Players Lounge?
I didn't say Players Lounge. I said the podcast.
Man. Because he'll, never mind.
Yep.
No,
you don't know when to do it.
Everything's going good.
You brothers are more than welcome to go on right down here when Dak talk on Thursday and get the Players Lounge podcast out there too. Don't make
we ain't gonna mess up the sanctity of the locker room. Don't put us in that situation, man.
Don't mess up the sanctity, man.
Mess it up, man. Mess it all
yeah.
Don't do it. Here you go.
Come on, Newy.
Come on, man.
Come on, Newy. It's good. It's good, man. We gonna leave you alone. Here come the Lions.
All I know, Clarence Hill's on it more than me. There's a lot of other people on it more than me, but I know I ain't crazy. Sanctity.
What ain't like that?
Hey, we're at the sanctity of Josh Allen and them concussions. There's a lot more bigger things that should be out here, but they're out here messing with us. But okay, sanctity of the locker room.
This is true.
Aiden Hutchinson coming off the edge. One more week. You don't know right now Tyler Guyton's going to be your left tackle.
Now, Tyler Smith going to be the left tackle. I don't know that. I'm just speaking into
it. Should be.
Yeah, Tyler Smith is the guy. We're going to TJ Bass at left guard. Let's go.
What about Austin Richards?
That's the great unknown. That's a gray area we don't know about. You were just talking about Chuma Doga yesterday. And where's Chuma? We ain't seen Chuma since the ankle injury, right? He's seen it, so we don't know where a lot of guys are. But I can tell you where Tyler Smith is. And he out there holding it down on them tall sweeps.
And if he's doing his thing, why not leave my guy out there?
I'm the dude who said they should have just kept him out there left tackle anyway and drafted something else.
He's working an angle. You're gonna have to hear it in the break. So he's trying it out. His take on us first before he unveils it to the people because he's not confident in it yet. You know what I'm saying?
It's so much about being confident. You got to watch the Mr. McMahon how you build the character.
Build the character.
That's what it is.
Scenarios.
I got you.
Characters right here, but. With Aiden Hutchinson coming here, be it Terrence Steele, whoever's left tackle, it's a concern. It is a concern. Once again, it's the next 2 games because you got the Lions, a bye week, and then you got the 49ers. So this run of people getting to the quarterback are there. And look, bottom line, Steelers were getting there.
They were?
They were getting there, and there's a lot of quick step drops, and Dak Prescott and Mike McCarthy came up with a good game plan. You got to do that a little bit again here today. And the Lions, in my opinion, going to come in here with some revenge on their mind because
as they should.
That was a game last year at Jerry World that they thought they had. Yeah. And then, in my opinion, the head coach lost it.
Yeah.
Gambler Campbell.
Yeah, and he's lost them a couple of games with that gambler
NFC
mentality.
Championship.
They have 11 sacks on the season, and Aiden Hutchinson has 7 of them. Yeah, so you're going to have to pay attention. Yeah, you're going to have to pay attention to him. And the one thing that I love about him, just watching him play, is he's one of those players that's just never stops. It's like he's constantly after the ball. When the ball's away from him, going the other way, he's still pursuing the ball. And you just don't see that too much anymore with guys. And he's not a one-trick pony either. Meaning he's not one of those guys that's going to sit back there and just take advantage of rushing the passer. He's very tough against the run also. And so when you have a guy like that embodies so many things, you have to run things at him, counters. You got to get him down on the ground. I'm not saying cut the guy, chop him, do anything dirty, but you just got to make him think the way the teams have made Micah Parsons think several times, where they run 3 people at him, then they run nobody at him. He's just standing there like, what the hell do I do? And you have to do that to Aiden Hutchinson the same way that you went after T.J. Watt. They did not go away from T.J. Watt. They ran at him. And I think with the emergence of Rico Dowdle, all right, my man Rico Dowdle, that gives you the confidence going into this game that obviously if your running game is clicking and firing, then that is going to he's still going to be a weapon, all right? But to neutralize that weapon, you just got to continue to run at him and beat him.
You got to run at him. You got to throw the screen game, which also I think, Mike McCarthy did a hell of a job with against the Steelers, slowing that rush down, throwing those screens, getting Turpin, getting Tolbert involved in there. But as great as, the Ivory LT is, that defense for Detroit last year, gave up a whole bunch of explosive plays. This year, especially that front 7, they've come together a little bit because they got a trio of linebackers on that second level that can run. And they get after cats. I'm talking about Anzalone, Campbell, and I forget the number 44. I forget. Martinez, I believe. I believe that's what his name is. But they get after cats. And Glenn over there, the defensive coordinator, he sends the house because he believes in his secondary out there. So it's going to be another game.
Rodriguez.
That's man, Martinez, man. But
stop, man.
Heck, you didn't have to say that, man.
And
he could have let it ride.
Stop, man.
It's Hispanic heritage.
He could have let it ride. He could have let it go. He could have let that ride. We're going to let it go. We're going to let it go. You're going to have to get the ball out of your hands quick. You're going to have to get it up.
Them. I had nothing to do with that. I recognize Hispanic heritage. I ain't doing all that.
Lo siento.
I ain't doing all that.
Oh, man.
We're going to take a break. I'm going to let you two figure out your apology letter right now.
I don't know why I agree with you. So I was like,
social media.
This don't sound right.
I'm going to let you all go ahead and get the social media apology out there right now. Just go ahead and gather it together right here on the Players Lounge with Hek'ma Harrison and Barry Church. I'm Innocent Newy Scruggs on DallasCowboys.com.
Hey, Danny McCray here for Smoothie King. You know every great workout deserves a great reward. So treat yourself right with new coconut smoothie bowls. Made with real fruit, crunchy, purely Elizabeth granola, creamy coconut, and topped with the chocolate hazelnut or honey drizzle. With 2 new flavors, it's perfect for you and the workout buddy. So you both can stay on track even after you leave the track. Scoop up new coconut smoothie bowls only at Smoothie King, the official smoothie of the Dallas Cowboys.
Hey y'all, Matt Pittman of Meat Church here. With football season kicking off, I'm already gearing up to bring the smoker back to AT&T Stadium for some epic tailgates. But with that Texas heat, it's crucial to keep my beer hand cramping cold. That's where Yeti's insulated Colster can cooler comes in clutch. This year, you can even get them with the iconic star engraved on the side. Licensed Yeti Cowboys gear is now available at Stadium Pro Shops, concessions, and on Yeti.com. Check it out today. Yeti, official cooler and drinkware of the Dallas Cowboys.
To kick off the 2024 NFL season, Boss teamed up with the Cowboys and Micah Parsons to launch an iconic apparel collection. The Boss Cowboys collection unites football and fashion while reflecting what it truly means to be a boss. Arriving just in time for the start of the season, the distinctive attire from the latest Boss Cowboys expansion offers sports aficionados and true bosses the chance to show their team spirit and style. Get yours today at nflshop.com/HugoBoss, HugoBoss.com, and Boss retail stores. # be your own boss.
Raising Cane's presents the other rules of football. Rule 1, any broadcast without the express addition of cooked-to-order Cane's chicken fingers is prohibited. Rule 12, no crinkle-cut fries, Texas toast, or craveable Cane's sauce constitutes an illegal formation. And Rule 31, anybody who loves to feed their game face is an eligible receiver of Cane's. When it comes to winning game day, Cane's rules. Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love. Go Cowboys.
Back to the Players Lounge.
Head to AT&T Stadium to experience Rally Days presented by SeatGeek on Saturday, October 12th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Get ready to cheer on your Dallas Cowboys with tours of AT&T Stadium, autographs from the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders, ticket giveaways, games, and more. Visit attstadium.com/Rally Days to get your tickets today.
He is Hek'ma Harrison in the house. It's Barry Church and Newy Scruggs. Lions coming to town. Cowboys trying to figure out after this victory over the Pittsburgh Steelers on NBC Sunday Night Football, just kind of how do you get it back together and get ready for a team that's been on a bye week like the Lions are, and just trying to figure out your injuries. Jerry Jones on his radio show saying, they're hoping Micah Parsons can play, but they don't know. Don't look for Deron Bland to play in this game. Guyton, we'll see exactly what happens with him. And the thing that concerns me with Guyton is, there's playing, but how well can he play, Heck?
Yeah, that's I don't look. Here's the thing, seriously, and I play about Tyler Smith and his being the left tackle. You want to continue to have that continuity and build towards what you have been building upon with your rookie. And although he's made some mistakes, again, just let's allow this guy to get better. But going out there compromise in any way, and you're already struggling in your technique, I think for these coaches, they're probably like, look, man, if you're not 100%, and some guys could play at 85, some guys could play at 90, but if you are not at 100, we're gonna save that, get to the bye week, and allow you to get healthy. And so look, that's the way that I look at that. I don't want to stunt his growth at all because they've already committed to him. They've already said, look, you're our guy, and so they got to keep building upon what they've been working on with him.
Not only that, you don't want to destroy the man's confidence.
For sure.
If he goes out there and the Ivory LT is just putting it on him, I mean, that'll be back-to-back weeks where he would have got worked over, and then that starts to work on a guy's confidence, especially a rookie. Being your first time in the National Football League, you don't want to say, man, am I good enough to play in this league? Was I really worth the first round? You don't want those thoughts, getting into the back of your head. So, like you said, Heck, I'm with you on this one. If you ain't, 100% or you can't practice throughout the week, then, it's one of those opportunities. You take this game off, you get a bye week, so an extra week there, and then you come back and get ready for the Bosa guys off the edge. But,
it don't get any easier.
Yeah, don't get any at all. Then you got Judon coming in there. So, it's, hey.
You don't miss nothing.
Get right, young fella. Get right.
Now, just want to throw this out here, and more for you to speak to since you're a player. We saw Tyler Smith have an outstanding year at guard last year. I dare say, not just Pro Bowl, all pro type of season this young man is having. He's building. He's getting better and better. You move him out to left tackle, it's harder to try to make a Pro Bowl.
It is.
At left tackle versus being where you are at left guard. How do guys see that if the coaches come to them and they talk to them about trying to change positions?
Well, I think he's young enough in his career where I think he would put the team first. And I think he would understand that, man, like if I'm not able to go, or if Guyton's not able to go out there and they feel like I'm the best option, go ahead and kick me out there and let me go ahead and go to work. Because, we all understand you could be, the greatest guard of all time. But if your left tackle's out there getting destroyed and your offense is looking pedestrian at best, then, the whole squad loses. There goes your Pro Bowl goes. There go your all pros because you're going to see how pedestrian the offense is overall. So I think he's young enough in his career and he has enough confidence in himself and his ability to go out there and say, hey, you can move me around. I'm one of the best offensive linemen, not only on this team, but in the National Football League. Left tackle, left guard, it don't matter. I can get the job done. So I think he's that type of player and has that type of confidence to where he can go ahead and kick out there and still be a baller. So I see him if he's doing whatever's best for the team. He feels like one of those guys that's like, hey, if the coach tells me to do it, I'm gonna run through the brick wall and I'm gonna do that type of thing for my team. So that's what he shows to me as far as how he's been as a player since he's got here with the Dallas Cowboys.
Made the Pro Bowl last year.
Yeah, he did. And I love him and Zach Martin's relationship. You could tell what Zach Martin has poured into him
100%,
because Tyler Smith is the bruiser on that down that front, and he allows for a lot of the nasty to happen. And most of the time, it's 73. That's a part of it. And you see BB starting to work in that too. Getting better at being that guy that's tough in the run. Also, it's just the pass game. He's just got a lot of big fellas coming at you, boy. You better try and figure that out. And that exchange, he's getting better at that also. But For me, it's the athletic ability of Tyler Smith. It just seems like he's not out of position, even as new as the position of being left tackle is to him in the NFL. I just don't see him, out of position a lot, and even in the game this Sunday. So it's almost like you're spoiled when you have guys like that you can, like, okay, somebody goes down, I can bump you outside. I mean, every team doesn't have that luxury to have a guy like that. And as long as you have it, I say take advantage of it, especially if it doesn't compromise him in the health sense. Yeah.
The frustrating thing about that, so far we're talking about, what do you do with your outstanding Pro Bowl left guard is you got dudes that you put on this team like Matt Waletzko that you use a pick on, inactive.
We know.
You used a 4th round pick on
Ball?
Josh Ball.
Yeah.
These are guys that you use because let's go 3 or 4, but this was a good pick.
Oh yeah.
And you just we're not even bringing them up as thoughts.
We can't.
That's bad.
I mean, and the reason why you can't is because you've seen those guys in preseason. I mean, I was watching Waletzko in the preseason going, this dude trying to get off his job.
Some cats ain't got it.
Some cats ain't got it. You can try and force it on him all you want to. And you know it when you see it, right?
Like,
you know it when you see it. I mean, it's just not a bunch of 6'5", 330-pound brothers walking around that can shuffle.
That's it.
And it's not a lot of teams letting go of their guys that are on the cusp and brink that they know, man, this boy he can't play with the damn.
Play sometimes.
But we're going to keep it for that 911. We just can't let our 911 go. And
6'8".
That's it.
6'8",
6'8", excuse me. 6'8", 320.
Took him in the 5th round out of North Dakota.
Come on, let's go.
Well, let's go. And it's just, it's tough to see, man.
Yeah.
It's tough to see. He's battled injuries, but, here it is. Here come game day. It's Steelers. You start looking at inactives. There's let's go. And so now you're talking about what happens with Tyler, because it's a couple things. One, Tyler Guyton could play. What if he gets injured during the game and he can't play?
Which is a big possibility.
So you have to put that in there as well. So would you even call Waletzko? Would you put him on the actor? I mean, these are interesting decisions here that you got. Or bro, this is for me. This is the disappointing part. I'm not disappointed in management. They're doing their part. I mean, they got Austin Richards, who was on the active roster. And Austin Richards is a kid they took in the 5th round out of North Carolina. But you just look at a guy like, let's go. It's like, come on, man. Now, this is his 3rd year. And Tom Landry and Bill Parcells used to have a thing. They said, by year 3, you got to be showing something. Got to be showing something here. And so let's see what we do. But right now, let's go.
You already know.
Right.
If you ain't by year 3, it's not. I mean, I played in 9 years. If you ain't got it by year 3, sometimes you just ain't got it. Only person I've ever seen that kind of clicked after year 3 was Bruce Carter. But he had to do a lot of injuries going early on. He was injured a lot.
He was injured coming out of North Carolina.
So that's the only person I saw that that light kind of turned on around year 4 or 5. But other than that, man, if year 3 and you ain't got it, you just ain't got it.
I mean, and the crucial thing is, like, and you're sitting there watching the game. I know last Sunday you see Tyler Guyton go down, and you're like, damn, all right. Guyton's down, and they move out Tyler Smith. You're like, okay, I can rock with that. Tyler Smith, Bass, okay. And then you see Zach Martin go down. You're like, I ain't rocking with this. Okay, I know we're running out of bodies at this point. We light right now. And so those guys that are coming in and then being able to come in and be effective for however many reps they're going to run, I think is important. So I don't see them. I don't know, but I don't see them bringing Waletzko onto the active roster right now.
Because eventually you're gonna go against teams that can put points on the board. And eventually you're gonna need to be able to protect Dak Prescott so he can push the ball down the field. And so if you can't do that against this slew of teams they got coming up,
and that's
gonna be tough.
And
man.
That's the scary thing for me. And when I look at this next couple of games going, even after the bye week, they're all NFC teams. So we know at the end of the year when we get past like around December when they start doing the tabulations like it's a poll and this is where you could fall due to this, and those losses that you had back in October come back to hunt you because head-to-head your matchup with them is falling apart even if y'all have the same schedule. So that's what I'm saying, like it's all relative even early in the season that you have success versus your NFC opponents.
All right. In the NFL, you had firing of Robert Saleh. More news out of that division. The New England Patriots have bench quarterback Jacoby Brissett for Drake May, who they took 3rd overall in the draft out of North Carolina. So
by time.
Yeah, because he about to lose that locker room.
And then with Buffalo having lost a winnable game like that and question marks about Sean McDermott, maybe Coach Soul and the Dolphins are creeping out there and might
slide back in there.
You think so? Wouldn't that be something? If Coach Soul got Coach of the Year, you'd lose it, will you? Yeah.
That would be wild.
Yeah, it would be wild, though. I mean, he loses. I mean, come on now. He loses his quarterback, and he still coaches to win the division. I mean, that's whether it's winnable or not. Still, he's in the same division as Buffalo.
Tua a lot better than people thought, man. I thought you could just plug a quarterback in with that system, and you need a guy that can dot some people up.
It might be just the quarterbacks they going with.
I mean, them boys was hot garbage. Not hot garbage. Them boys were not very good. But
the dipsy dumpster juice.
You know? Not the trail.
Ooh, what's that?
Get off my sneakers.
He is Hek'ma Harrison. That's Barry Church. I'm merely Newy Scruggs. This has been the Players Lounge.
It's the Players Lounge, man.
Aristocrat Games on DallasCowboys.com.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this, Cowboys?